Good morning, dear children. Welcome back to today's computer class. So, as you know, we are studying about organizing slides in Microsoft PowerPoint. Do you remember what did I teach on last Wednesday, day before yesterday? That's good. We studied about 4 types of views. Do you remember? What are the views? View names? Yes, first one, normal view. Then yes, slide sorter view, then reading view, and then slideshow view. These are the 4 view buttons. And what is the location of these view buttons in MS PowerPoint? Yes, extreme right of the status bar. That's good, students. Okay, students, today we are going to study about 2 more new concepts in PowerPoint. One is your familiar to you, which you studied in your MS Word. Okay, it's nothing but creating a table, adding table in the presentation. So do you know how to add a table in MS Word? Yes, that's good. The same procedure, nothing is different. Same tab, insert tab, illustration group, then text. Okay, so tables, you have to take tables. Same way how you're going to do it. And how many ways we can add a table? 3 ways, right? The same 3 methods you can do it. One is with the help of grids. Okay, so let me write it here. Adding table. Tables in PowerPoint. You can add tables in PowerPoint. So how do you add tables? You have to go to Insert tab, Tables group, and then Table. Okay. So how to go? Insert tab, Tables group, then Table arrow. Table arrow. Okay. So when you click on the table arrow, you can see grids. You can see many grids, which is 10 by 8 grids you can see. So many grids you can see. You can select it from the grids. That is the first method. Otherwise, insert table option. Insert table option, click here, enter number of rows and columns you need and just add a table. And whatever operations you have done with the table, same thing you can do it here. Merging, splitting, everything you can do it here. Okay, so this is the way we create a table. Then the next concept we are going to study about is called smart art graphics. Smart art. Say all of you repeat the word smart art. Okay, smart art graphics. Smart art graphic is nothing but you can just have a different types of layouts. You can visually represent your information to the audience. See, sometimes if you write line by line like a paragraphs, the audience will not be interested to read it. Okay, if you give everything as a paragraph, no one will get interested to read what you have written. Am I right? Will you do it? If I'm creating a presentation, everything with the full sentences I have written, will you get interested to read it? No, right? Then how can you present your information? You can present your information in a visual context. Okay, that is, say for example, first presentation, what is the presentation we created? Components of computer, hardware and software, right? So that hardware and software, I have written 1 hardware, 2 software. Instead of that, what you can do is components of computer. You can put it in any one box, and from here you can just make 2 boxes. Here it's hardware and here it's software. So which one will be very interesting to read? This kind of visual layout or writing in line by line? This one, right? So this is called smart art graphics. This is called smart art graphics. There are different layouts, not only this type of square, okay, circle, triangle, branches, so many are there, process, everything is there. Different types of layouts are there in the smart art graphics. You can choose what you need. The shapes also you can change it. Okay. So today we are going to study about how to add smart art graphics. So that is also same insert tab, illustration group, then smart art graphics icon. Then you will get a dialog box where you have to choose the layout you need. That is what we are going to study in the practical session. Clear? That's good, students. So let's move on to practical session. So today we are going to complete how to create a table and how to add smart art graphics. Okay, students, I'm not teaching in the right order in the textbook. These two are the last two concepts of this chapter. In between, two more concepts are there. I'll teach that in the next class. Okay, so you study these two first. Well, let's go get back to practical session, students. Welcome back to today's practical session, dear students. As I said, we are going to study about two more new concepts. That is how to create tables in MS PowerPoint as well as how to add smart art graphics. Okay, so shall we go ahead? Okay, students, while I'm teaching, I will be connecting what we studied earlier with this PowerPoint. So try to recollect what we studied in MS PowerPoint and what we are studying in MS PowerPoint and connect everything together. Okay. All right. So let me open a PowerPoint presentation. So for that, I'm typing Power in the search box and let me choose Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, we are in a new presentation. I'm going to create a new presentation. Okay, I'm not going to continue with the old one. So let it be a new one. Okay, so what it's given here, click to add title. So keep the mouse pointer here and click. You will get a cursor. Okay. So what is the topic name we can give? Shall we give it as creating tables in PowerPoint? Okay. Tables in PowerPoint. We will give the name as tables in PowerPoint. Okay. Then it's going to be a project by Mrs. Mangai. So in the second box, I'm giving project by Mrs. Mangai. Okay. Now, see here it is a text box, right? So as you know, in PowerPoint, each and everything we are writing inside the text box. Okay. So this text box, I want to move it and put it at the right side because the heading it's tables in PowerPoint just below project by Mrs. Mangai. It doesn't look good. Okay. So I want to just move it to the right side. So do you know how to move the text box? Yes, if you see the text box which has four sides, four corners it has, keep the cursor in any one of the four corners. See, what happens to the cursor? It has turned into a four-headed arrow mark, right? Now click and drag it. I clicked and drag it. Okay, so the project by Mrs. Mangai has moved to the right side. Now what I'm feeling is this box is too bigger. I have written only one line. For that, this much bigger box is not required. So I want to reduce the size of the box. So how to reduce it? Do you remember in MS Word we have studied? Yes, we can make the text box or an image or anything smaller or bigger with the help of resizing handles. With the help of resizing handles, which you can see in all the corners and the middle. Do you see? So there is a square. Keep the cursor here. Now we can see the cursor it's turned into a double-headed arrow. Click and drag it inside to make it smaller. If you drag it outside, it will become bigger. I'm just making it inside. It has become smaller. Okay. Then lengthwise also I want to reduce it. Okay. After reducing, I want to move it. Did you understand what did I do? You should learn. Okay. You should practice in your home if you have a computer. Alright. Then only it will become hands-on practice. Okay, so the first slide is over. Tables in PowerPoint, project by Mrs. Mangai. If you want to make it attractive, select the slide, go to Home tab, just to give some color. Okay, and if you want to give a background color, choose background color, bold. Okay, and if you want to give an underline, you can give an underline. That's your choice. Okay, And if you want to change the handwriting style, font group, then choose the handwriting. Algerian I have given, tables is PowerPoint. Do you see? Okay, so this is the way you can make it attractive. Now, let me add another slide. So, at the end of this presentation, I want to say thank you. That I want to create it now. So, shall I create it now? Okay. So, how to create another slide, how to add another slide, how many ways we can add it? We can add it in 3 ways, right? So, first one, home tab, slides group, new slide arrow, and you can select the layout you like. Now I want to say only thank you, so let me select title only. Okay, so let me type here thank you. Okay, and let me click and drag it to put it in the middle. Okay, and handwritings also I want to change in the color, and I want to put it in again Algerian. Home tab, font group, it's Algerian, and the color also I want to change it. Let it be red color itself. Okay, italic. I want to put it in italic handwriting. So this is over. Thank you slide, it's over. Now in between, okay, the first slide and last slide, I want to add more slides. So let me add a slide just below this thank you. Okay, so for that, I'm going to home tab, slides group, new slide arrow, then title and content layout I have taken. Okay, so here, what is the heading I'm going to give? It's my first table, because we're going to create a table, right? So that's what I have given, my first table. Okay, so click inside the next text box. So here we are going to create a table. As you know, we can create table in 3 different methods, right? One is by selecting the grids. Another one is using insert table option. Then third method, draw table. As you did in MS Word, the same procedure you can follow here. Okay, so I'm not going to elaborate it in detail. So you can see what I'm doing and you can understand. Go to insert tab, tables group, table arrow. You can see the grids. You can select the grids, how many you need. Okay, so the first table what I'm going to create is, I'm going to create a student's mark list. Okay, so if it's a mark list, it should contain roll number, name of the student, and marks in each subject, right? So I'm going to take only 3 subjects like English, maths, and computer. So total 5 columns I need. Okay, so select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns, and for 4 students I'm going to enter. So 4 rows, 5 columns and 4 rows. Okay, so click inside to get the cursor and say roll number, and using the tab key I just move on to next cell, and here I am typing name. Then you can use the arrow key also to move from one cell to another cell. Then English, then math. Actually you should say math, no math, not maths. Okay, then next one is computer. Okay, and if you want to reduce the sizes for entering marks this much big column, it's not required, right? So you can just reduce it. Okay, see the table itself move. So everything click and drag, students, so don't worry about it. Now let me write roll number 1, and roll number 1 is Akshaya. Okay, then English marks is 98, then maths 100, computer also 100. Okay, then second student name is Arya. Okay, so got 78 in English, so 56 in maths, in computer 18. Okay. Then next student, okay, you can just add another student's name, Lakshmi. In English 85, maths 92, computer 95. Okay, so these are the marks scored by 3 students. And if you want to add another row, just right click and you can say insert. It's ask insert below. You can add another table. Okay, another row. Okay, then fourth one. What is the name of the fourth student? You can just write anything, Ilaya. Then in English, I'm entering marks out of 100. Okay, it's 85. then maths 89, then computer 90. Likewise, you can add the rows. Is it clear? So this is the first method. And after creating a table, click outside. Then only you can see the completed table. If you want to make any modifications, then again click inside. You can make the modifications. If you click outside, you can see the table is completed. Clear? Okay. So this is the first method using grids. We have selected number of rows and columns using the grids, given grids. Now second method. Okay. So for that, let me add another slide. And adding another slide, what is the shortcut key? Yes, Control M. You can see another slide it's added. Okay. So click to add title. Second method to add table. This is the second method. Okay. So how to add a table in second method? So which tab we have to go? We have to go to Insert tab. Then which group? Tables group. Okay. So then table arrow. Then in the table arrow, you can see one pop-up. There you have to select Insert Table option. Okay, so it will just ask you to enter the number of rows and columns. So enter number of rows and columns. Click OK. End column and click on OK button. Click on OK button. So new table will be created. So shall we create a table now? So okay. So first click on the place where you want to create a table. So my cursor is here. So I want to create a table here. Then where I have to go? Insert tab, tables group, table arrow, then insert table option. It's ask you to enter the number of rows and columns. Okay. Here we are going to enter serial number and name of the students. So I'm going to enter for 5 students. So I should give 6. Okay, including captions. Now we can see the table. You can just click and drag it and put it wherever you need. Okay. Okay. So here it's roll number. Second one, name of the student. Okay. So what is the first roll number? It's 1. Name of the student is Akshaya. Then roll number 2, it's Akshita. Okay, roll number 3, Advika. Okay, then roll number 4, Kirtana. Okay, then roll number 5, Vaishnavi. So likewise, you can create a table using the second method. Clear? So these are the ways you can create tables, and even you can draw a table as we have done. And if you want to change the layout of the table, the colors and design, pattern and everything, click inside the table, then go to Design tab and you can choose any model as you like. Okay, click on More options and you can see many patterns and you can choose any one pattern from here. Clear? Okay, this is the way we create tables in MS Word. Is it clear for all of you students? That's good. Well, students, now let's move on to the next topic, which is Smart Art Graphics. Okay, let's see how to add Smart Art Graphics. For that, let me take a new slide. So again, can you tell me what is the shortcut key to add another slide? Yes, Control M. Okay, so I added another slide, and here the title I'm going to give it Smart Art Graphics. Okay, Smart Art Graphics. It's a visual representation of your data. Okay, so here I'm going to type the components of computer. Components of computer using a Smart Art Graphics. Okay, so shall we do it? Yes. Okay. So in order to add a Smart Art Graphics, you have to go to Insert tab, Illustration group, then click on Smart Art icon. One more time, where you have to go, Insert tab, Illustration group, then Smart Art icon. Click here. You can see Choose a Smart Art Graphics dialog box appears. Okay, a dialog box appears with the name Choose a Smart Art Graphics. and the left side you can see the type of graphics. This is all. This is list, process, cycle, hierarchy, relationship, matrix, and pyramid. You can choose anything as you like. Okay, so this is a list, and then this is a process, cycle, hierarchy. So I'm going to choose the hierarchy. Okay, so in this hierarchy you have these many patterns are here. You have, these are the category names, and each category you can see the type of graphics you can see. So you can choose whatever you need. Okay, I'm planning for this one. Whatever you're choosing, you can see the preview at the right side. Do you see the preview? Okay, so if you're comfortable with this particular graphic, click on OK button. You can see the same here. Don't get panic, this looks very bigger, right? So you can make it smaller in size. You can make it smaller in size. Okay, this is the way you can do it. If you want, you can make it bigger also by dragging outside. Okay. So here, do you see text in each and every box, right? Okay, so what you have to do is, you just click inside to type something. See, I clicked on it. You can see the cursor here. Now components. Now we are going to write about components of computer. Okay. So do you know what are the two components of computer? Yes, right. What are they? Yes, here hardware and here software. Okay. And below you can see the hardware has again two boxes. Software has only one. Right? So you can, if you want, you can add another box, or if you want, you can just remove the box whatever it's here. Okay. Now I do not want all these three boxes. So what I have to do is just to select it, right click, and then delete shape. And you can say delete. You can say just cut. Okay. So click on it, right click, cut. Click on it, right click, cut. So we have only two boxes, that is components of computer. They are hardware and software. And the background color, the shape of the box, from the rectangle to square or a circle or any other pattern, everything you can do it. For that, you should click inside the SmartArt Graphics, then go to design. If you go to design, you can see different formats. Okay, you can see the different format components of computer, hardware and software. Whatever you need, you can choose it. And again, click on design tab. Change colors also you can change. What color you need, red color or green color. You can just scroll down and see different colors. Whatever color you need, you can choose it. Okay, so I am choosing accent 5. So you can see. So do you see the color is changed? Okay, so you can just do the designing and formatting from these two tabs, design tab and format tab. Okay, so do you see how does it looks like? Okay, so if I simply say components of computers are hardware and software, it won't give a very attractive look in your mind. But if I represent the same using the SmartArt graphics, it will look attractive and you will be attracted to read it. That is the magic of the SmartArt graphics. It makes the audience to effectively listen to the presentation. Okay, that is the main concept of this SmartArt graphics. So clear? So I have created only two. Okay, so if you want to add another part, another box here, types of hardwares, like you can write keyboard, mouse, monitor, everything. Again, you can add it here. So you can just click here, right click. So you see add shape, add. Just go to add shape, and you can say you want to add it after or before or above or below. So I want to add it below. Do you see when I say below, it has come here. So here click inside, you can just type mouse, keyboard, everything. Okay, now I want to add one more here, right click, add shape below, after keyboard. So actually I do not want after keyboard. Okay, let me delete it. How to delete it? Select it, right click, cut. So here only I need. Okay, so select the box, add a shape, add below. You can see hard keyboard, and here you can say mouse. Then I want to add one more again. Right click, add shape, add below. Okay, then next one is monitor I want to write. Okay, likewise you can just go ahead and add another shapes. Now let me take a software. For software I want to add another shape. So below. Softwares I can say system software. Do you remember what are the types of softwares? System software and application software. Right click, add shape, shape below. So here you can type application software. Similarly, you can just add boxes and go ahead. Okay. So this is the magic of the smart art graphics. You can add shapes, you can delete shapes, you can change the shapes. See, now everything it's a rectangular box, right? If you want to just make it change the shape into oval or something, select it, right click, and then change shape. If you go to change shape, you can see so many patterns are here, right? You can choose any one pattern as you like. Okay, so I want to give the pattern like a cuboid or a cube. Let it be circle. Okay, so let me choose not circle, like a drop. See, it has changed. Right click, add, so change shape and choose whatever you need. Okay, right click, change shape, and select the shape you like. Okay, so this is a way you can just change the shape of the smart art graphics also. Is it clear, students? Okay, so this is a way we add a smart art graphics. So can you tell me how to add a smart art graphics? Which tab I have to go? Yes, tell me. We have to go to Insert tab, Illustration group, then Smart Art icon. If you click, it will display a dialog box with the name Choose a Smart Art Graphics. Left side you can see categories, right side you can see different layouts of the particular Smart Art graphics. Then here you can see the preview. If you like, you can just select it and click OK button. That will be displayed on the screen. Then you have to click inside to type the text. Clear, students? So that is all for today. So today we have covered how to create tables in MS PowerPoint. Okay. So we have seen using the grids we created a table. So you can see here the second method, we have created a table using insert table option. Then we created smart art graphics. That's all for today, students. So students, everyone please write it in your computer notebook lab activity page about how to create table and how to add smart art graphics as a lab activity. Okay, and also read the same from your text. Okay, and we will see next week. Thank you, students. Stay home, stay safe, have a great day.